I just don't think there's anything as good as church planting to reach people with the good news of Jesus. And for people to be mobilized in their gifts and in their callings, to go from this nation to the nations of the world, to make an incredible impact for Jesus. The people that we're really trying to build relationship with and friendship with are unchurched people, neighbors, colleagues. In fact, there was a lady that gave her life to the Lord right here in this room that was invited from a Schoolgate conversation. She wasn't just saved here, but she's been added to the church. She's still with us, still being discipled. Our heart is not just to have Christians come from other churches or Christians that don't go to church and join us, but to really reach people with the gospel.
We've seen God faithfully move in our disciples. Through gospel demonstration and relational discipleship, we extend the hand of God to them and help them in their needs. They see that this is the very character of God, that we have a God who can bless us more than we know. They eventually open up their lives for the gospel and share their lives even. So relational discipleship really works, but it really takes time. We're able to establish and train local leaders, raise small group leaders, and help students graduate in their university degree. We are able to help them journey in their faith with God and help them live out the Word of God.
Worldwide, it's believed that the special needs population is one of the largest unreached people groups for the gospel. So the largest unreached people group for the gospel is right in our own neighborhoods, our communities, our kids' schools, certainly our families. Our team of volunteers has to be able to adapt our lessons, our learning environment, just the room itself, to be able to get the gospel out to each one of those friends, to make the gospel more obtainable to them. It's a challenge that we're willing to take on because we believe that they're worth it. We believe that our Shine friends deserve to know the love of Christ and the value of community in ways that they can understand. The baptisms feel like a huge testimony for me, specifically our nonverbal friends that have chosen to get baptized and communicating that in ways that they best can for them to be able to take that next step of their faith and be baptized. It's been a huge blessing and a huge testimony.
We all have to bring up people amongst us and believe in them and call them forth and make space for them. We are disciple-making leadership raising movement. That's who we are.
We have to know how to reconcile. We need to know how to rebuild, and we need to love to restore.
We are not just meant to be recipients of God's blessing, but to be conduits of God's blessing to the nations.
We see how the students open to the gospel, and our campus missionary been going to the campus almost every day, and then they are able to share the gospel and to disciple the student inside the campus. We are now on the first top 3 of university in Cambodia, and at the same time also we reach one of the top high school here in this city also. Just this year alone, we see that we have 3 Cambodians that are graduate and they answer to become a call as a campus missionary.
We exist to make disciples. So we believe that to be true for our kids, our students, our young adults, and for our special needs community and their families.
We have church members or disciples who are full of faith and trust in God, faith to believe that they have a great future.
Jesus, He promised that He will build His church. So let us continue to be faithful in serving Him by preaching the gospel and make disciples and raise leaders that transform the nation.
We have to believe God that He will enable us to do what He has called us to do.